Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. My name is YoAdrian, and today we are going to be in the AutoCar AT truck. That is right, this truck was actually made by XBS, and it is available on the American Truck Simulator forums, and I will have a link down in the description below. But yeah, guys, it's a very nice looking truck. Haven't heard too much about this truck, honestly, other than the fact that I did some research on it. It's like a classic, iconic truck and everything. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and use this today. I understand that I've been away, had some other personal issues to deal with, and some other life issues and stuff like that, which I will go over in the video. But yeah, we are actually back now, which I'm happy about. Hopefully back for good. If there is another incident or anything that happens, I'm going to be letting you guys know for the most part. So if there's anything else that happens, I will let you guys know for sure. But we're going to be taking these metal coils up to Memphis today. We're actually currently in Wilmington, North Carolina, I believe. I believe it's North or South North Carolina. So here we are. We're in Wilmington, going to be heading all the way over here to Memphis. Going to be a little bit of a long journey today, but not the worst thing in the world. Let's go ahead and start this baby up right now. It's a 36-inch sleeper truck with a Cat 425 horsepower engine, 18-speed tranny, no retarder today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lights here. Look very phenomenal, even though they're not that bright. Kind of looks like ditch lights right now on a train with them flashing like that. So we're just going to keep the lights off. Here's a look at the interior we got going on today. Very nice little classic interior. Very, very, very nice. Let's go ahead and just test the trailer and everything. Make sure everything works on the trailer. Blinkers do work. Brake lights do work. And the trailer brakes, functional. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on our flashers here. One thing you will notice is that the indicators for the flashers, as you see, they're very, very, very hard to see during the day. At nighttime, they are a lot better. But during the daytime, they are very, very, very hard to see. And then you can probably see them here, because I remember seeing them once I went underneath this thing. So let's go ahead and see. Maybe not. But yeah, they are very, very hard to see, so it's going to be kind of hard to determine if your blinker's on. You can tell by the clicking, and that's about it. So, but yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much that. Like I said, I have not heard much about this truck, and that's only because I didn't follow like trucks and stuff like that as much as I do now. Like when I was a kid, I just saw a truck and thought it was cool. I wasn't really like too into the brand or anything and stuff like that. But I was looking at pictures online about it, and seems like they're mostly like garbage trucks or like yard goat trucks or like cement trucks or stuff like that, or like not cement trucks but like dump trucks and everything for the most part. And then I saw a lot of them pulling like oversized loads and like flatbed loads, unless you're talking like older style photos and everything, and they were pulling like regular trailers and stuff. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it can be found on the SCS forums made by XBS. And I'll have a link down in the description. But he's actually creating a bunch of different trucks as well. There's another AutoCar truck as well that he has created, which we'll be using soon. Currently, we're on the 1.3.6. Only because I didn't have time to test out the new 1.3.7 and see if this truck and the truck that we're going to be using next time actually works on the 1.3.7 beta. So I'm not 100% certain, but for the next video, we'll definitely be on the beta whether or not that truck works. If it doesn't, we'll just head back to the 1.3.6 for it, because it's a truck that I've wanted to use for a long time now and have not been able to actually use it until I actually found a fix for it. And it's a Western Star truck, which I've actually seen a lot more of those recently than I have previously, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I'm actually very excited about the 1.3.7 beta, and I'll go into that a little bit more here soon. But about the new job and everything, everything's been going good. It is, like I said, it's a 4-day a week mostly, unless it's like mandatory overtime, which is needed. So it's basically working 6 days a week, 60 hours and stuff like that. So it has been taking its toll on me and stuff. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. But the first day at my new job, It was pretty fun. It was like probably the easiest day of the job for the most part, because the other time we actually have to work, which I mean I'm not worried about. It's a nice job. I like it. People were like, when I first started, they were like telling me this all bunch of like mumbo jumbo, like trying to like scare me and stuff. But I actually do enjoy the job that I do there. And they're trying to train me in like all the different departments, like cross train me, and supposedly I'm supposed to be doing like forklift training and all that, so I'll be forklift certified and everything. So yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I'll actually get a forklift license. The only downfall is that there's no raise to it, which kind of sucks, but I'm not worried about the raise for the most part. I mean, I'm making $13.63 right now, and I'll be making $14.03 after 6 months, so I'm not too worried about the raise. $14 an hour is more than any job that I've had so far, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, usually it's a 6 a.m. to 4:30 for the most part, Monday to Thursday. Mandatory overtime, if needed, is on Friday. With it being peak season right now, which is like all the orders and stuff coming in from like the different stores and stuff like that, we've been working Monday through Saturday for the most part. The only downfall is they don't tell you until Thursday if you're working. So I have like all these plans, so I don't make weekend plans anymore because I know I probably will be working for the most part. But it's actually kind of nice because you get full company benefits, like you get health, dental, vision, all that fun stuff. 401k company match 3% every pay period, which is awesome. And they actually do this thing called paid time off. So every pay period you get 4 hours of paid time off and stuff like that. So basically you can just go in and say, I don't want to work this day for the most part. Just call off and say you want to use paid time off, and you will get paid for a full day of, if you have like a valid reason, of course. But you will get paid for a full day, which is amazing. That's very amazing. Like, I wasn't expecting to ever have a job like that for the most part, which is awesome. But as you can see here, we got about 704 miles to go, 703 now. We're heading all the way up to Memphis right here in the Coast to Coast mod. Another reason why I'm not on 1.3.7 is because I don't know if the Coast to Coast mod actually works with 1.3.7 beta. So if anything, we'll just kind of have to go through the older, like the default maps and stuff like that. But SES was also teasing about a New Mexico expansion DLC. So I'm going to be looking into that as well, because that kind of looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's like an actual, like if you already have New Mexico, you'll get it for free, or if it's going to be like a $4.99 DLC or something like that. But it is an expansion for New Mexico, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well, so that'll be kind of cool. Going to be exploring more of New Mexico and stuff like that. I do have a road trip series planned as well. It's been a pre-recorded video that I recorded probably like a month or two now, that features the rest of the cities in New Mexico, I believe. Unless we've already done that. I think we have. It's hard to remember, especially with like pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we already do have that. So that should be going live either this week or next week. And I do want to apologize for all the American Truck Simulator content, back to back to back, basically. And that's only because American Truck Simulator is like one of those cool games where you can just sit there and talk and chat and everything and just go through like updates and all that fun stuff. So that's primarily the main reason why I use American Truck Simulator for this reason, is because I can just sit here and talk to you guys and let you know what's going on in my life and stuff like that. I mean, I can do that with other games like Train Sim as well. So, but this is like one of those cool games and stuff like that that you can actually do this with. Now, going along with the new job, if you guys can actually help me out, go do full-time YouTube, that'd be awesome. I'm not asking you to donate or anything, but there is donation link down in the description below if you guys do want to do that thing as well. Patreon is also down in the description below if you guys do want to choose that route as well. Not asking you guys to donate or anything, but I'm just saying that those options are there available for you guys if you guys ever do want to. Charlotte, about 84 miles. All right. Ooh, we're kind of tipping there a little bit. But yeah, orientation though, it was a lot to take in that first day because they were basically going about every single thing about the new job that day. So it was a lot to take in for the most part. One person ended up leaving halfway through only because I found out later that the drug test that he took didn't come back yet. But he ended up coming to work the next day like I did and stuff like that. We're in the same department, which is kind of nice. And then another guy, when we were going through like the forklift, the safety class, ended up joining in halfway through. So I'm not sure if he actually did an orientation before or what, but he ended up joining in about halfway through. Here we are, 74 to Charlotte. I wonder if this is the same 74 that goes through Illinois, because I live right off of 74. Or not, like, I used to live right off of 74 before I moved. Now I live off of 57. But I've lived off of 74 for about 5 years now, and I'm wondering if it's the same one, because that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, here's what I was meaning about the indicators. You can barely see when the indicators are on, so you just have to go by what the switch says and stuff like that, or the lever for the turn signaling. You'll just have to go by that. If you do want to use the turn signals in this truck, I'm not sure if that's going to be something that's going to get fixed here soon or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of nice because, like I said, they're giving me forklift training, so I'll have a forklift license. So if I do decide to leave that company, I'll have a valid forklift license where I can go work anywhere with a forklift and all that fun stuff. But the one thing I'm kind of scared about is that they have a lot of narrow aisles, and there's only like 4 inches of clearance in between you and the forklift on each side. And they have like this thing called, it's like a wire guided system where there's like a wheel or like something that goes inside the floor that'll guide you. And I think I'm kind of nervous. That's the one thing I'm nervous about, is because of like, you have to get it right or else you're gonna knock everything over. Which that's kind of like the part that kind of worries me a little bit. But I know I'm probably just overthinking the whole ordeal and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much that. Like I said, orientation was a lot to take in. The first day was pretty fun. It's kind of stressful as well because they didn't really teach me on what I was supposed to be doing, so I was just kind of doing following what I've been observing from the other people. And we're coming up to a red light here. That red light just kind of spawned in on us. Like, it just loaded in. There's no warning, and that sign should have been a little bit more farther back because that's just like no warning right there. Little Estes truck trailer right here. That's pretty nice. I actually saw a 28-footer Estes trailer a couple days ago. It wasn't hooked up to an Estes truck though. It was that, and then it was like not a Maersk, but it was like one of those companies hooked up on the same truck, and I thought it was kind of weird. But yeah, my main job over there right now is to basically just stack boxes on top of pallets and wrap them up and get them ready to go be sent out on the trucks and stuff like that, on semi-trailers. I've never actually worked in a warehouse like before. I mean, like, I've worked in a back room, but it's not an actual like warehouse. It's a different experience, but it's a fun experience. I do have to say that. I actually do. Like I said, I do enjoy the job I do there. The first couple days I was like meh, but now I'm starting to actually like it. I like the people I work with; they're pretty cool and everything. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that this doesn't affect YouTube working like the whole 6 days a week. Because normally I'll get home at I'll get off at 4:30. I'll be home around 5, and then I'll be going to sleep around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning to get ready and stuff like that. So I don't know. The second day we had was slow as hell, but I don't know. I'm hoping that it does not affect it. Kayla said that I could probably do like YouTube when I'm in that downtime and stuff like that, because I really wasn't like thinking about it. She said that to do YouTube like one day on, one day off basically. So I'm trying to get episodes recorded for the week and stuff like that, so when I do that one day off, for the most part, it'll be, I'll have content out for you guys instead of just, letting you guys sit there without a video for a day for the most part. So that's just kind of been my dilemma for the most part for these last couple days because of the whole YouTube situation, the whole job situation, and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I do enjoy the job a lot and everything, and I'm very excited. I wasn't even paying attention. Was not paying attention. Motherfucker. It's like I have like all my notes and stuff, like talking points on the phone, and I'm trying to go through all of them to make sure that I get all the ones that I wanted to do in this video. So we're just going to go and make this right hand turn on red here. Make sure that the trailer does not touch the thing. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, I'm not sure. Oh, so we're coming into downtown Charlotte right here. Very, very nice. But yeah, very nice. I'm actually really enjoying the coast-to-coast mod. There's a little glitch right there where the building just kind of floating a little bit. Oh, this is nice. Little Napa right there. Downtown Charlotte right here, everyone. Downtown Charlotte. We're actually going to be making a left, so let's go ahead and get in the left-hand lane here. Actually, no, I think this is a curve. Yeah, it's a curve. So we'll stay in the right lane, and then we'll be making a right. Discovered Charlotte. All right. Didn't think we'd have to go through Charlotte, but I guess we did. Whew, man, that's a tight turn, man. That is a very tight turn. We're making a right over here, and then we're going to be making an immediate left back onto the highway here. Let's go ahead and do this into the left-hand lane. A little motorcycle over there at that little restaurant thing. That's pretty nice. I don't think I've seen a motorcycle in this game in a long time. In a very long time. We taking the 485 towards, I can't see what that says, Pennville or something like that. But yeah, like I said, we'll be on the 1.3.7 beta, the next American Truck Simulator, and there's a lot of cool features on 1.3.7. As I was mentioning, the New Mexico expansion DLC, which is also coming out soon. But there's a lot of new features with the 1.3.7. Supposedly there's a lot of new sounds. So there's supposedly SES has gone with a whole new sound engine, which should bring newer and better, newer and better sounds. Hopefully more realistic sounds. But supposedly it's not all controlled as one sound anymore. So there's going to be like interior sounds and exterior sounds. So everything is going to sound different for the most part, which is going to be awesome if that's actually a thing. I'm very excited about that. So we'll actually have different truck sounds. You can also, one thing that a lot of people have been asking for, and I know I haven't really like mentioned it in videos, but the ability to open windows, which that's going to be part of the 1.3.7 beta, or is part of it, is you can actually open all the windows on the trucks. Now, I'm not 100% certain if that's included with modded trucks, or if that's just like your default SES trucks. Because you know SES isn't using modded trucks in their videos, they're just using the standard default. So if that is a thing, we might end up using the International Lone Star the next video. Not 100% positive, but I might end up going, actually I might use a Kenworth, I don't know. The thing I'm trying to do with American Truck Simulator is what I do with my LSPDFR series, is that I'm not trying to use like the same truck twice in a row. So if I'm using this AutoCar today, I'm not going to be using it for the next video, I'll be using it for the video after for the most part. Now, unless it's like a brand new truck, like a brand new DLC that just came out, like the Lone Star, we used that twice in a row, that's going to be an exception. If like SES comes out with a new truck, yeah, we'll use that one twice in a row, or maybe 2-3 times in a row, but that's like the only exception. But for like modded trucks like this, we'll use it once, we'll go throw something else in, and then maybe we'll use it or show it off one more time after that. And that's just kind of give it more variety. That's the same thing I'm doing with like LSPDFR. So if like I'm using a Ford Taurus one episode, like let's say my next episode I'm using a Ford Taurus, then I won't be using a Ford Taurus till after the next one is over. So it'll be like a Taurus, and then maybe I'll use like a Tahoe, and then I'll go back to using a Taurus. It just kind of adds variety, to me at least in my opinion it does. So we're not using like the same car over and over and over and over and over again. And it's also kind of hard to kind of like figure out, because like you're using Tauruses and CVPIs and Tahoes, and you're forgetting about the Chargers and the Explorers, or like vice versa. So with all the different like police car types out there, it's very hard to like figure that out and stuff. That's why I'm trying to do some like different one-call episodes for the most part, so that I can try to show off a bunch of different cars and textures, because I have a shit ton of them downloaded that I know I'm not going to be able to like show off all at once. And I'm trying to get with the whole back in the streaming thing. Hopefully we'll be soon. I still have to get some stuff set up and everything. We're still trying to clean up the room and everything. I don't want to, you know, have a messy room while I'm trying to stream. So I'm trying to get the room, like the studio, cleaned up and everything. So that's going to be the main part that I'm going to be focusing on this weekend. I do work tomorrow, unfortunately, but that's going to be like the main thing that I focus on this weekend. I also have a baby shower to go to Sunday for Kayla's friend, or actually a former co-worker of mine at Dollar General, who my girlfriend became best friends with for the most part. So, but yeah, another feature part of the 1.3.7 beta is that you can actually walk around your truck. Now, we've actually done this in the past on the channel, but we didn't actually use this feature because we had to go into the console manager, which is this thing. Oh, I guess it doesn't work anymore. But we had to go in through that and basically adjust some settings and stuff like that to actually be able to do it. And it took a lot of getting used to. But we're headed towards Greenville and Atlanta on 85. But yeah, so now with the 1.3.7 beta, you can actually walk around your truck, which I think is awesome, and I know a lot of people have been asking about that for a while, because it's more realistic. You know, you sit there, walk around your truck, make sure all the cables are connected, there's nothing wrong with the trailer, and then you sit there, make sure all the lights are connected and everything. Like, I feel like that just adds a lot more realism and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what these white stripes are on the road. I've never actually seen anything like it before. Like these white stripes over here in the lane. I've never seen anything like it before, unless it's like a thing to stay out of the lane unless you're merging. I don't know. I don't know. And another update, or basically like the last update of the whole beta, is a new trailer's coming out, which is a food tank trailer, which is kind of similar to like a tanker trailer, but instead it probably like uses, or it probably has like food grade material like oil, like cooking oil or something like that, maybe like milk, I don't know. But we'll try to be using that trailer. We'll try to use that trailer when we do the beta and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to get into this beta. Like I said, I wanted to do it this episode, but I didn't have time to actually test to see if like this truck or the coast to coast mod was actually compatible with it. And if, like I said, the coast to coast mod's not, we'll just end up going back to default SCS states. So looks like I got a little Texas flag up there. No, that can't be Texas. Couldn't tell what kind of flag that was. I don't know. Interesting. But here we are coming into South Carolina. I don't know any of the state flags. So I'm just going to be like straight up and honest with y'all. I do not know any state flags or anything. So I know like Illinois and then Texas's, but that's about it. I don't know any other state flags or anything like that. But I gotta tell you, it has been a week so far with the new job and everything, and still trying to get all my stuff out of my dad's house. Tonight should be the last night that we have to go there and get some stuff. So yeah, we'll have everything moved into the new place by tonight, and I won't have to worry about heading over there after work anymore and stuff like that. So very excited about that. And luckily we have the room for everything, which is amazing, because we were looking at an apartment before that we weren't even going to have enough space for anything. So today, or at least with this one, we actually have space for everything that we own. And of course, there's still some stuff that we actually have to buy for the apartment and everything, so be staying tuned for that. But it looks like we're actually going to be taking this exit towards Knoxville, towards Asheville on Interstate 26 here. Go ahead and use the Jake brake. Not the loudest sounding Jake brake on this truck. I will admit that. It's not the loudest sounding Jake brake. Or the meanest sounding Jake brake at all. I'm not sure if that's because it's the engine I chose or something like that, but it's not the meanest sounding whatsoever. Like you would think. But a couple days ago, I ended up reading an article. Actually, yeah, I read a story. I also heard it on the radio, for the most part. But supposedly there was a dude that filed a complaint against the police department for like an online like purchase type deal, I guess. He was saying that the seller was scamming him and stuff like that, and this is where the story gets funny. It's a funny story, but supposedly he wants to like press charges on the seller and stuff like that for selling him a scam. The cops are kind of suspicious of the purchase, or like the complaint of the purchase, only because the dude was trying to buy a fake ID. And I'm sitting there thinking, if you're gonna buy a fake ID, why would you end up going to the police if they scam you? Like, that's just the stupidest thing to ever do. It's like one of the dumbest criminals ever, for the most part. Like, if you're trying to buy a fake ID, you wouldn't go to the cops saying the dude scammed you. Like, that's just like one of the worst things to honestly do. And stuff like that, so. But yeah. Another article that I read is Chevy is actually discontinuing its Impala. Now, I'm not sure if that's including the police version, but I know for the civilian version, the Impala is actually no more, which kind of sucks, but it seems like everybody is going away with the sedan type vehicle. Like Ford went away with the Crown Vic, they went away with the Taurus, and I believe they went away with the Fusion as well. So Ford's going away with everything. Here we are coming back into North Carolina. I don't know why we'd come back to North Carolina, but we're going back into North Carolina. Let me go take a look at the map here, because this is, I don't know why we would be going back. So we went here, out of North Carolina, and then we're back into North Carolina. Interesting. I don't even know where we're at. We're way past Charlotte, I know that. Okay, so we went from south to north. and then we're going to be going into North Carolina and then into Tennessee. Okay. I've never actually been out this way before. The farthest east I've gone, or I went to Florida, but that's about it. I've never actually been out of here before, so I was just kind of confused by the routing that it's taken. And we're really struggling to get up to speed here. We're going about 50 miles an hour for the most part. We're really struggling to get up to speed. But yeah, one thing I did see as well is following that the Tesla semi, the new like all-electric semi, and that's like one of the semis that I'm actually waiting to see out in real life. But I know a lot of them are actually out in like the California area and stuff like that. But that's like one of the actual semis I'm waiting to see in real life, see what it kind of looks like and stuff. I read an article. I guess there is a new Freightliner Cascadia all-electric truck. So Freightliner didn't actually announce it. It's like a third party to Freightliner, basically. I'm not sure if they're like a dealer to Freightliner or if it's just like some mechanic shop that created it. But there is supposedly now an all-electric Freightliner Cascadia, which I think is cool. And I feel like electric trucks are going to be dominating the trucking industry now, especially with like the semis that are like, you know, there's driverless semis that just kind of drive, which to me, I don't really understand the whole concept of driverless cars. Because like, let's say, I don't know, like, to me, I just don't understand the point of it. And I know I'm like slurring up my words a little bit. That's because I'm like, you know, I'm getting back into YouTube and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to say and like how to talk and everything. It's just, I haven't done it in a long time, so. But to me, I don't understand the purpose. Like, for taxis, maybe. But you also have to think that a lot of taxi drivers and like Uber Lyft drivers and stuff like that, that's the way that they make their living, is through services like Uber, being a taxi driver, stuff like that. That's the way that they'll end up making their living for the most part. So you can't really like say that you want a driverless taxi, but yet there's taxi drivers out there trying to like, you know, make a living and stuff like that. That like that's all they like know how to do basically. So to me, the whole point of like Tesla autopilot stuff like that, I don't understand. Especially with like all the videos you see of like autopilot getting into wrecks and stuff like that. And to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're going to be driving, you should not need autopilot. Cruise control, yes. If you're driving on a long highway like this, if you're driving for multiple miles, cruise control, I would see. Because you're still vigilant, you still keep your hands on the wheel, you just don't have your foot on the gas the entire time. So that I do understand. So we're going to be coming into here, we're going to make a change lanes here, because we are not going to Asheville. But autopilot, where the car is basically driving for you, does not make any sense. And here's that weak sounding Jake brake again. So we're heading in towards Knoxville on 40 West. Alright. Here we go. Exit 140 Bravo. Alright. But yeah, so it's the same thing with like the whole one-person train crew. You have, normally in the cab, you have two people in a freight train. You have the conductor and the engineer, and they're basically wanting it to be just an engineer for the most part. But one thing they don't understand is if the engineer misses something, the conductor can pick it up, or vice versa. So like, let's say with signaling, if the conductor, you know, just misses a signal, the engineer can be like, hey, there was a signal back there you forgot to call, or something like that, because most railroads do call signals over the radio and stuff like that. So it's pretty much the exact same thing, especially with like the one-person crew, because like the engineer, you can train an engineer like multiple times up and down the same line, but we can bypass the way station. Awesome. Okay. We're gonna change lanes here because that semi just cut off that Explorer. But yeah, for the most part, like, for the one-person crew thing, like, you can train an engineer up and down the line. You can take him down there 10 times, and of course, maybe there's one time he'll miss a signal or something like that, and he's screwed because he missed the signal, you know? But the one-person train crew thing, to me, just doesn't make any sense. You need two people in charge of that, because you need the conductor as well as you need the engineer, because you can't have the engineer do all the paperwork, handle all the radio contact, and drive the train at the same time. Now, exception is on like Amtrak intercity trains where you won't have that much paperwork. Yes, the engineer is the one that handles all of that, but they don't have to deal with as much paperwork as a freight railroad does, because they pretty much have all of it with them. Tennessee welcomed you. So we are currently in Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. going towards, I don't even remember, man, Memphis. I have had a really bad memory the last couple of days. I can't remember shit for anything. But yeah, I do apologize if, like I said, I was slurring my words and stuff like that. I do apologize. Like I said, I haven't done YouTube in a couple days, and I'm still getting used to it. And you guys can see in the mirror, like, the whole coast to coast mod's going away. It's like despawning itself. Okay, we're gonna slow down for these curves here. But yeah, I do apologize if I am slurring my words and stuff like that. Something I just can't help. That's just something I do. But if you guys are enjoying the video, do make sure you hit that like button. If you guys are enjoying the truck as well, do make sure you hit that like button as well. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the truck, because I think it's a nice truck. I actually like this truck a lot. And I'm actually going to go over here and stop for a thumbnail real quick. Alright, we are back. But yeah, so if you guys are enjoying the video, do make sure you hit that like button. Looks like we're actually going this way over here now. Wasn't expecting that. Was definitely not expecting that. But yeah, like I said, I've gone to like Nashville, Tennessee, and I've gotten there from Louisville, Kentucky. I don't exactly remember like which way I actually took over there, like which highways and stuff we took. So, but yeah, we're heading out to Memphis. We actually only have about 345 miles left to go, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I actually watch a lot of Jeff Fabiano's channel, and I noticed like with the American Truck Simulator series that he does, he was sitting there talking about like the coast to coast mod, where you get more like highway miles instead of, you know, your default SCS states that came out where, you know, you're on a highway for like 10 minutes and then it takes you down into a city through a back road, all that fun stuff. And I kind of do have to agree with him, because it's kind of nice, you know, just sitting here driving on the highway. We got 128 miles to Nashville. But yeah, it's kind of nice where you get to sit here and just, you know, drive on the highway and stuff, not have to worry about, you know, turning onto some back road and then, you know, trying to get stuck on a back road because you didn't clear your trailer properly all the way and stuff like that. So I do have to agree with him on that one. I do enjoy like the more highway miles and stuff like that. It kind of brings the world of trucking to like a more realistic immersion, basically, more realistic feel to it, which, like I said, I agree with him on that, and it makes for longer videos as well. So he did say that, mention that as well, that the videos are a lot longer now because you're doing more highway miles and there's more like space in between cities and places you can go, because like you can go from Seattle to San Diego so many times and it's just going to get boring because you're viewing the same thing over and over again. Now I understand there's some truckers that actually do that. It's like we have discovered Knoxville, Tennessee. You guys can see right there on our right. For the most part, got some warehouses and factories and stuff like that. So you see there on our left, we have like houses and everything. So, but yeah, you could sit there and do like the same thing over and over and over again. But then it'll get tiresome after a while, because you sit there in New Mexico, you'll do all the cities in New Mexico, you visited everywhere. Okay, well, now there's like a little airplane, like airport you can drive through, you get on the plane. Then you got the shipyard that you can go to, you get on a ship and all that. There's so many times that you can actually do that. Now with the coast to coast mod, it actually gives you a more better feel to it, because now you're actually going through like all the different states and stuff like that, and it's actually a lot nicer. And like I said, we still have the whole state of Texas to go through, as well as Montana, as well as pretty much most of your eastern coast for the most part. So, and that's one of the things I do like about the coast to coast mod, and I'm very happy that I finally got it working after all this damn time. And yeah, because you see here, you got like houses to your sides, and you got like wooded areas, and we're actually in Tennessee, so we're actually off of the western coast, because a lot of the stuff that you'll do if you're playing like default American Truck Simulator, you're just on the western coast for the most part. So you're in California, Utah, you know, New Mexico, Arizona, Washington, and then here you can just be on a completely different side of American Truck Simulator of the United States, basically. So instead of being like on that side, you're in Florida, you got Montana to go through, even though that's kind of on the western side. You got Texas, you can go up to Chicago, St. Louis, all that stuff, which is nice. It adds more variety and like more challenges. I don't want to say challenges, but it adds more like basis for a video and stuff like that. Because like I said, you can go through and do a run from San Diego to, I don't know, Los Angeles or something like that multiple times on your channel, and then it'll just get boring after a while. So that's one thing I like about the coast to coast mod. The one thing I did notice about the mod though is that I was actually purchasing a default SCS like flatbed trailer, and for some reason it would not let me put it in any of these garages, something about it not being compatible. So I'm just wondering if only we can do like Great Dane, like the regular 53 footer trailers, and we'll just have to do flatbeds through like Freight Market or like the external contracts or something like that. I don't know officially if that's the case or not, but here we are going 42 Nashville. But yeah, I don't know if that's like the actual case or not. I'm just kind of assuming that as of what I've seen, because I was trying to do a flatbed for this run, because I haven't seen this truck in pictures pulling too many like actual like 53 footers for the most part. I've seen them pulling like flatbeds or like grain trailers and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to do that. 270 miles to Memphis. Here we go. Here we go. So I wanted to do something that'll like replicate the truck as to what it would be pulling in real life for the most part. Now, like I said, a lot of them are actually like garbage trucks or like dump trucks and stuff like that. I've seen more pictures of that than I have of whatchamacallit, than I have of them pulling like actual loads. So I figured, why not just go with the flatbed load? And I actually went through like 3 different cities to find a flatbed load. So I'm very excited I got this one. A little bit of a lengthy trip, but it'll be fun for what we're doing, especially since it's like metal coils and it like fits the truck perfectly for the most part. I don't know, it just kind of does. It just really does. I don't know, it just fits it perfectly. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are enjoying the video, do make sure you hit that like button as well as that subscribe button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and well as all that fun stuff. If you guys do want to play some games, hit me up on Steam as well. I should be hosting some different like game sessions here coming up soon. Not sure when though. I'll definitely get into that more in a little bit. But that's cool. Like it's got the little gas station things, you know, like in real life where you can see what gas stations or like what food like restaurants are at that exit. That's kind of cool though. I wish ATS would implement that. Like that would be awesome. That's pretty cool. I've never actually seen that before too. I like that. But I think I do got to say Mother Nature has been really bipolar this winter season. Because on Christmas, it was actually 60 degrees as we discovered Cookeville, Tennessee. But yeah, on Christmas, it was actually 60 degrees. Now, that's a rarity for me because since I was born, Christmas Day has always been like a coat and like mittens and hat because it's always been cold on Christmas Day. So this was like the first Christmas where I've actually had it to be where I can walk out in a shorts or walk out in a shirt and shorts and not have to worry about, you know, putting on a coat and all that crap. So that was cool. And I mean, I understand like you'd probably want like a white Christmas, so you like, you know, you'd want it to snow on Christmas. But having it 60 degrees on Christmas was actually pretty nice. I really did enjoy it. I mean, but ever since then the weather would be going like bouncing back and forth. Like after that it'd snow, then the snow would melt after a day, it'd be back up in like the 40s or 50s. Then it would snow again, then it would be back up, and then it would snow again. And it's just kind of been, you know, bouncing back and forth. Last couple days it was actually 50 on Sunday. Last Sunday it was actually 50, then it started snowing, and then we ended up getting about 4 inches of snow, and now the snow is melting, but it's still somewhat chilly outside, but it's not bad. So I'm hoping that summer does not come late and everything. I'm hoping that we actually have a good summer this year, or maybe hopefully an early summer that lasts like a longer summer for the most part. I'm hoping, because summer is my favorite season. Let's go ahead. Nope, we can't. We got a car coming in over there, so we're just going to stay in this middle lane here for the most part. And we got another trucker coming in over there, so let's go ahead and just turn on our blinker and see if he'll let us go. I don't see why he wouldn't though. Yeah, we're good. Little stupid Prius. But yeah, another article that I actually have read is that there was some guy, I think it was like in England or something, I don't remember exactly where, but if you guys know about like the whole Google Maps thing, it'll let you know if there's like a traffic jam somewhere. So I don't know how it actually does it. I don't know if it like calculates like the cell phones that are in a specific area, because you know you could be like walking around stuff like that, unless it's like towards like the motion of a car or something like that. But this guy was pulling 99 smartphones in a wagon to replicate or to simulate a fake traffic jam on Google Maps so people will avoid the area. Which to me is actually pretty freaking hilarious that he's sitting there like pulling a wagon with 99 different smartphones, almost 100 smartphones in it, and nobody seemed to bat an eye that this dude has this many phones in a wagon that he's pulling. Like, to me, that was just, when I was reading it, I was like, what in the hell? Does this dude, like, have a lot of free time that he has nothing to do with or something like that? Because that's pretty freaking awesome. And, like, I don't know how it, like, I'm assuming it had something to do with, like, the motion where the phones were moving, because he was probably walking, like, a normal, like, walking speed and stuff like that. So I don't know. But I just thought that that was actually pretty cool that he simulated a traffic jam with nothing but his smartphone, or like 99, almost 100 smartphones, and a wagon. I was like shocked. Like, I was reading it, I was like, this is actually pretty freaking cool. It happened a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen it all over Facebook and like Twitter and stuff like that. But it was pretty damn cool when I read it. Another thing that I read that I'm really sad about is that there's a rumor going around, and we have discovered Nashville, Tennessee. Alright, I think we'll come up to Nashville for the next trip, if Coast to Coast mod works, for 1.3.7. If not, then we'll probably head out, I don't know, probably California again or something like that. But there was another rumor going around where Sony is actually making the PS5 the last console that they're going to be making. Now, I've been PlayStation all my life, so that kind of, puts a damper in my mood because, PlayStation, that's all I've ever been around is PlayStation. PlayStation has been my life for a long time, since I started with the PlayStation 1. And for them to basically say that the PlayStation 5 is going to be their last console, kind of heartbreaking for a lot of people who are, PlayStation loyal and stuff like that, or, PC Master Race, you got Xbox, then you got PlayStation. Now, my high school, PlayStation wasn't all popular. Everybody was all Xbox. I think we're going this way. Yeah, we're going this way towards 40 to Memphis. Alright. But for a rumor to come around now, Sony didn't actually announce that, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit better that it's just a rumor. But most rumors that you get are actually true online for the most part, especially if they come from like a reliable source. Looks like we got 24 to Chattanooga. We're not going towards Chattanooga. This is actually a pretty cool like little area here. You got like different off ramps and stuff like that. It's actually pretty nice. I like this. Here we are on 40 west towards Memphis. But I also heard about that in that same article is that the PlayStation 5 will be the most expensive console. So the rumor is that it'll be around $450 per console. Now, that's still not as expensive as the Xbox Series 1 X, which was retailed at $499, so it's a little bit, about $50 cheaper than that. But for PlayStation, that is true, this is going to be their most expensive console that they have. So, to me, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be purchasing one. If I do, it'll be towards when it comes out. But I was talking to a new friend that I made at work, and he was basically saying to just wait, because once it comes out they're still trying to work out all the bugs and everything, and I said that's true. And it took me a long time to get my PlayStation 4 because I did put a pre-order in and they ran out, so I had to wait to get my PlayStation 4 as we have 156 miles left to go to Memphis. So that's kind of the thing that kind of saddens me a little bit, is that the PlayStation 5 will be the last console. But as you can see, when we turn the lights on, now you can actually see the indicators blinking. So it's only like at nighttime is where you can actually see it. And I don't know if that's just a glitch with the truck or if that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm not sure if there's going to be a fix or anything for it, as we got a semi trying to pass us here on the left-hand side. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's basically going to be how it's supposed to be or what's going on with that. So I just wanted to, yeah. But all in all, I do enjoy the truck a lot. There isn't too many customization options. I do enjoy like the old retro interior that it's got going on with it. It's a very nice interior. I gotta say, I love like the older like look with it. It's very nice. Very nice. But yeah, like I said, I haven't heard too much. Haven't really seen this truck. To me, I thought it was a Peterbilt when I first saw it, and then I saw AutoCar, and I'm like, what is an AutoCar? So, like, I did some research and stuff, and basically what I said in the beginning of the video is what I found out about it. But like I was saying earlier, I've been trying to find a good Western Star truck. I have actually been seeing a lot more of those recently out on the actual roadways and stuff, and I actually seen a Western a Western Star truck pulling 3 different newer trucks. So I've been trying to find a good one. I've had a Western Star, I believe it's a 4900, but it hasn't been working for me. And it hasn't been showing up in game, and I finally found a fix to it. So I'm hoping that within the next episode or so, if it is compatible with the new beta, 0.3.7 beta, I'll be using it for sure. Now, there's a couple different modded trucks that I have saved that I want to show off in the next couple videos as well. So stay tuned for those as well. And then we'll be kind of going back with like different default trucks. There's a lot of different like jobs, or not like jobs, but like companies that I want to be driving for in this game as well. So I have a whole bunch of like different truck trailer combo skins, as well as a bunch of different trailer skins as well, saved through my mod manager and all that. So stay tuned for all of those. I'm hoping they all work. If not, we'll just have to stick with 1.3.6 to kind of bounce back and forth between the two, see which one works and which one doesn't for the most part. One thing I also really have to do is try to figure out how to do is set up like stream rewards and like stream giveaways and stuff like that. When I get back into streaming, I kind of want to do like rewards and giveaways and everything. I just have to try to figure out how to actually do that for the most part. So once we get back into streaming, that will be a thing. So just stay tuned. I don't know when I'll get back to it. Hopefully it'll be soon. Definitely hoping it will be soon. But just for right now, I'm not sure and everything. So we'll just see. Might do like a $20 like Steam gift card, or like gift card of your choice for like Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam, stuff like that. So just gonna be putting that out there that will be a thing soon, once I start getting back into streaming and actually get back and feeling more comfortable with it. So we did do that stream with the Train Sim World Caltrain before the Baby Bullet DLC came out. So hopefully soon we'll be able to do something with like the Oakville sub and all that fun stuff. Because I kind of did look at the Oakville sub, and a lot of the scenarios are actually pretty lengthy. So I'm probably won't be doing too many videos with those. I'll probably just end up doing more streams and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for all of those. I really wish these trucks had like cabin lights, because once it gets darker, this truck will be very, very, very dark on the interior, so we won't be able to see anything for the most part. But yeah, we're going to be going into like a little sunset night run here into Memphis. We currently have 82 miles left to go, so it ain't too long. Coming through Jackson, Tennessee right now. So we're almost there. Almost there. I'm very excited. So like I said, 1.3.7 will be the next video, or we'll be showcasing the next video. I'll be showcasing all the features and new sounds and stuff like that. So if you guys are wanting to listen to all the new sounds, do make sure you guys use headphones. I do apologize for that FPS counter up top. I threw it up there just to test out whenever we were my buddy and I were overclocking my computer. I have it up there to test it out, and I completely forgot to take it down. So I do apologize for that FPS counter up top. But as I was saying, if you guys did enjoy the video, do make sure you hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it if you guys would. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, add me on Snapchat if you guys want to as well. And definitely join the Discord server. If you guys do want to as well, you don't have to. Join the Patreon. It's a $5 a month tier, and there's exclusive rewards and stuff like that on there that you guys will see. We can bypass the way station, which is awesome. So as you guys can see here, it is getting darker, and everything is getting kind of dark in the cab. So we're actually going to switch lanes here, because it looks like that's the exit. That's one of the things I don't understand, is why that, like, it didn't even say that that lane was an exit, but it was. It actually was. We got this SUV coming over, or this truck coming over here, so we'll change lanes to let him pass. And it is very hard to see in the mirrors as well once it gets nighttime. So I can barely see in the mirrors unless they don't have their headlights on and stuff like that. So we'll start slowing down here. I'm not sure if the lane actually ends. I don't think it will, so we'll actually just go back to the middle lane here, because we probably are coming up to an exit here soon. Here we go. Try to pass that pickup truck on the right hand side of us over here. Looks like we're not going to be passing him at all. I think he's just going to kind of coast with us here. Oh, nope, we blew him in the dust. Memphis Airport. Alright, we are currently coming into Memphis here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited. I haven't been to Memphis in real life. The only place I've been to Tennessee is Nashville, but I've driven. I don't think I drove through Memphis either. But yeah, the place that I've actually been inside the city, you see there entering Memphis, is Nashville. So, might have driven through Tennessee. I don't honestly remember, but I do remember Interstate 40. And here I have discovered Memphis. Alright, we're in Memphis. Alright. Like I said, it's a little bit more of a lengthy video than usual, and that is because of the Coast to Coast mod, which is not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, having more lengthy videos and stuff like that. So stay tuned for these. Definitely be doing some streams with the Coast to Coast mod as well coming up soon. So stay tuned for those as well. I went through like a whole bunch of thumbnails that I've had for streams and stuff like that. And so far I have 22 planned upcoming streams that I have planned in my head right now. So stay tuned for all of those, as well as different videos. And there's Covington. Covington I know is in Indiana. I don't know about Tennessee, and I fucking went the wrong damn way. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Alright, well. 72 miles left to go. Son of a bitch. Alright, so we flipped around here on the highway. We're getting back up to speed now. I did not make a U-turn. Okay, maybe I did, but I did not make a U-turn. But yeah, we're coming into the city of Memphis here. We won't be taking the wrong turn this time like I did like a dumbass the last time. Getting our truck up to speed, I'm going to turn the flashers on. But as you can see there's something blinking at the bottom when you turn on the blinkers and stuff like that. And I don't know what it is. It flashes whenever the flashers are on, but then it turns on whenever you're using the turn signal. I don't know what it actually is. It's very interesting. We are getting back up to speed here. Looks like we're going towards Grenada, I believe. Not sure. I believe we're going towards Grenada. But yeah, a little different. As you guys saw there, it said Covington. Over here, it does not say Covington. So we got the ramp going 25. Very quiet Jake brake going on there as well. But like I was saying, it is very dark in the cab right now. I can barely see anything through my screen. That's how dark it gets in this cab. Looks like we're actually going this way. This way. This will be confusing as hell if you're like driving here your first time. You're like, where the fuck am I going? Like, we are going this way. Still 70 miles an hour. That's probably because we're on an interstate. Or like a highway or something like that. But we're not going towards Little Rock. Don't want to be going towards Little Rock. No, we do not. There we go. Perfect. Man, missing that turn. That was... I don't even know. I guess I need to start paying more attention to my GPS. But I'm going to say, you better not go, dude. You better not go. Perfect. He did not go. I do see the map, or the flag on the map. I'm not sure if we're getting off here. I think we are. Looks like we are. I don't know. Are we? Looks like it. Yep, we are getting off here. Cool. Exit 1. Alright. Like I said, that's a very quiet Jake brake. This way. Right? Yep. Cool. Cool. There's a Hotta Burger. I thought that said Thoughta Burger for a second, but it's a Hotta Burger. I legit thought that said Thoughta Burger. Oh boy. Adrian, you have a dirty mind. There's a Whole Foods right there. Coming into Memphis here. I've always wanted to go to Memphis because I've heard Memphis has a lot of good barbecue. So I've always wanted to go to Memphis. Coming up to a stoplight here. Alright. This is a weird intersection, man. This is weird. Kind of cool, but weird. Be really confusing your first time as well. So we'll stop here, wait on the green arrow, because there's only the one arrow. Yeah, this would be confusing your first time as well. Like, I'm kind of confused how to even work this. I know just follow the lines, basically. Alright, so we got a green. I'm going to be driving the opposite side of the road here. Man, this is like Euro Truck Simulator type stuff in this intersection here. Alright, so we're coming here. Cool. And then we take a left up over here. is what I'm seeing. Now, that kind of looks like a suicide lane, but there's no marking, so I'm just going to treat it as it's not a lane, and we're just going to take a left-hand turn from this line over here. But here we are coming to Columbia Way, so we got residential areas straight up ahead there, which we're not going to be messing with, it looks like. We can't even go that way. 30 miles an hour, and looks like we are going to be delivering, I can't see what that says on the map. Looks like we are going to be delivering to an Evraz. Whatever an Evraz is. Never heard of Evraz. Never heard of it. Alright guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed, do make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we're going to back this trailer here, and we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. Coming up to a railroad crossing. Looks like we're actually keep going straight, and we're going to make a right, and then another right. So past the crossing here, make a right at this road. Yep, making a right at this road. I had my high beams on the entire time. I didn't even notice that. Passing the same railroad crossing. Alright. And then making another immediate right, I guess. I think. That might be it right there, actually. Little Fanta billboard right there. Nice. Steeler. Not sure if that's what it is or not. It says Steeler. I can't see for shit, man. I think I might have to like turn up the brightness or something for nighttime because I cannot see for shit. Okay, so it's having me come back around here, it looks like. So there's a car to my right here. I don't understand what this is about. Did I miss like the way to get in or something? Is it this? I'm wondering if it's this. I want to hit those cars. It has to be this. It has to be. Is it? No, it's the thing next to me. Okay, well this is confusing as fuck. Okay, so it's the thing next to this, which I don't understand. This would have been, like I said, confusing as fuck. Looks like we got cars coming in over here. I can't see for jack shit. Alright. So we're coming over here, making a right at this road where that SUV is. This is probably going to be my longest American Truck Simulator video ever. For the most part. But that's okay. That is a-okay with me. That is completely a-okay with me. Alright, so we're taking a right over here. We're going to California roll the stop sign. Seems like we could, which is nice. Alright, turn on the high beams here. So maybe we can actually see where we enter. Is it right here? Is this it? Steeler. I'm not seeing it either, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's right here. Okay. So why tell me it's a different company if it's Steeler? That doesn't make no sense. Turn on the flashers, turn off the high beams. Little late night delivery here, it looks like. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Tells me to go around the block, but yet the entrance was right there, which I don't understand. Okay, this is going to be a weird backing in play. This is going to be a bitch and a half. Especially we got a jackknife to get this thing I don't want to hit the curb over here, but if we have to, I guess. I kind of made this stupidly for truckers too, for the most part. Alright, let's go ahead and back her in. There we go. Let's go ahead and back that trailer up. Oh, looks like they do have someone spotting me, but he ain't really doing much to spot me. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and turn all the way to the right, pull forward. Alright, let's go back this puppy in. Pull it all the way to the right, so we'll even it out. There we go. That should be good once we get our truck in here. That should be good. Alright, here we go. Hopefully got it. Hopefully got it. Perfect. Shifter up, park and brake, engine off, unload it. Alright, so we got excellent. Went 768 miles, 183.8 gallons of fuel for $33,937 and 2007 XP. Alright guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Take care.